right, it's bracket time, but don't just copy my bracket. It always ends up in the trash can. Just don't say I didn't warn you. That's all. First game of the tournament, maybe the toughest game to pick. I think both have a chance against Auburn, but I'm going to take Auburn over Louisville to get to the Sweet 16. My heart wants UC San Diego. Majority of my head says that Michigan's size is going to be too much. I've talked a lot about how I think Yale's matchup versus A&M is very favorable. I'm going to take them to beat A&M and then also beat ex-player Danny Wolf to get a rematch with Auburn in the Sweet 16. North Carolina, not only last night, has been playing much better. They're defending better. I'm taking them. I like Lipscomb. Watch out for Joe Anderson, but even without Keyshawn Gilbert, I'm taking Iowa State past Lipscomb and North Carolina to the Sweet 16. Marquette, New Mexico is a toss-up. I'm going to ride with the defense and Cam Jones and Marquette. I like Bryant, but I'm going to take Michigan State. I'm probably going to regret this, but Marquette played very, very well earlier in the season against Big Ten teams, so I'm going to take Marquette to meet Iowa State, and even without Keyshawn Gilbert, I think Iowa State can get to the Elite Eight, where I have them meeting Auburn, but Auburn going to the Final Four. Duke and Baylor at the top. I like Liberty, but going against Dana Altman in the first round is not smart. I love my Akron Zips, but I like the Pac-12 rematch, and then Jackson Shellside and Nate Biddle meet Duke in the Sweet 16. BYU, VCU is a toss-up. I think they both have Elite Eight upside, but I like VCU's three-point defense to meet Wisconsin, and if they can beat BYU, they can beat Wisconsin, so I'm taking VCU. I got St. Mary's, Alabama, and then Alabama running past St. Mary's to beat VCU in the Sweet 16 to meet Duke in the Elite Eight before Duke gets to the Final Four. Taking Florida, UConn, Memphis with injury are already thin to start with, and I'm going to take Maryland past GCU and Colorado State anyway to meet Florida in the Sweet 16, although I am terrified of Danny Hurley and UConn in March. Missouri Drake is a toss-up for me, but I am going with Drake and Bennett Sturts, and it doesn't matter because I'm taking Texas Tech past Wilmington and past either of those teams. I think the Arkansas guards, especially with Boogie Fland, are not only going to be a problem for Kansas, but I am going to take St. John's, but I am going to confidently take Texas Tech to the Elite Eight. I love Maryland. I think it's going to be an awesome game if it happens versus Florida, but I'm going to take Florida to meet Texas Tech and a third one seed in Florida to get to the Final Four. Georgia is solid, but I want to see Houston Gonzaga. I've been losing sleep over that game. My gut says to just not overthink it. Take the team that you know is awesome in Houston. I love McNeese State. I think they play similarly to Clemson. Clemson's just a little better. I know this year's Purdue team is not built well for the tournament, and I like High Point. I think it's going to be a back and forth game, so I'm going to take High Point, but Clemson to go to the Sweet 16. I want to see how the playing game goes tonight, but I'm going to take Illinois for now, Kentucky over Troy, and Kentucky over Illinois because with Lamont Butler, this team is very good. I like Utah State shooting over UCLA, but not to get past Tennessee. I'm going to take Tennessee to get to the Elite Eight. Kentucky has had their number this year, but I'm not confident in who is going to get there, so I'm just going to take the team that is best set up to get that far. I feel like you guys are going to hate me, but I am taking all 4 1 seeds to go to the Final Four. It is very, very, very unlike me, but I think these 4 teams have been unbelievable all season long, so I'm going with what I think is going to happen.